My name is Kadence, and this is my impact story.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm an only child. Me and my parents have a super special bond because of that, and I'm so thankful for that. But we moved around a lot as a family for my dad's job. Lived in 4 different states, so I mean, it's not easy, but we really bonded through that. And I've been a Christian my whole life. Church was something I look forward to, but as you move, your home church is hard to find. So we kind of strayed away from going to physical church and just watching online. But they really taught me to know God. I don't know if I knew what that meant at the time, but as I began to kind of grow, it kind of became not as important in my life, unfortunately. But when we moved to Minnesota in 5th grade, sports was really where I started to find my identity. In 7th grade, I really started to branch out and really become the athlete that I wanted to be. I started starting varsity in 7th grade, which is unheard of in some areas, but it was a lot of fun and a lot of highs to that. By my sophomore year, I was getting recruited by Division I and Division II schools. I had scored 1,000 points. I was getting Player of the Week nominations. My junior year, I scored 2,000 points. I became the all-time leading scorer at Sleepy Eye Public School. I was Player of the Year for the conference. I was Player of the Year for our local radio station. And then my senior year, I really kind of finished off my career at a high. I ended with 2,700 points. I grabbed 1,000 rebounds. I had 500 assists, 500 steals, and I was the all-time school leading scorer in points, steals, assists. And with all the success that I was finding in high school came a lot of pressures, and my identity was that sport, and that's how everyone saw me. And so I had to really uncover who I was and not just being that basketball player. Once I was finding those successes, the expectations I had for myself just kept going and going because I had to keep getting better and proving everyone that I was continued to succeed. And so my parents were so proud of me, and all the community was, but with that comes an external pressure that they're not going to tell you they have, but it came with it. And so I really developed a performance anxiety, a lot of just worry about how I would perform or what would come and how I was living up to those expectations because I didn't want to fail and I thought I needed to be perfect. I was finding myself not being able to sleep at night. Game days, that's all I was thinking about. I would shake. I would just get super duper anxious of what the possibilities were. I struggled with that throughout my whole career, but it wasn't until really my senior year that really set in, that I felt like I had an anxious mindset going into things. I think with all the success I was finding, the expectations were just leaving me empty. I didn't know how I was going to get any better. So by the time I got to my freshman year of college, I didn't know what to do anymore. And so this caused a great amount of anxieties. I mean, I was staying up as late as I could because I didn't want the next morning to come. I was shaking at the thought of basketball. I would shake at the sight of a basketball. I was crying all day, texting my mom. I was miserable, and I just didn't know how I could get any lower. And that's when I knew I really needed to make a change. I knew that basketball was what was causing me anxiety and at the root of it. And so I just needed that confidence in myself. And this is when I started meeting with our basketball FCA leader at SMSU, Linda, and she really helped instill that confidence in me that I needed to do what was best for me and not what other people wanted to see from me. And so I decided to make the decision to quit basketball 2 games into my college year, and I really just felt a brick off my heart after that. My outlet was Christ, and that's where I really found saving. I got the peace from keeping my eyes on God through worship music or through reading my Bible or FCA meetings, and that's really where I found my inner peace. After that, I got plugged into church and really dove into my faith and as a whole. I started helping with Awana on Wednesday nights, where I got to pour into all those little kids. I started going to church regularly, calling that my home church, volunteering, serving people, and that's really when Sundays became my favorite day, because that was where I got to meet and see and talk to all my favorite people.